Hello dear students, I am Ankit Sultania. Today in this video, I am going to explain you all about the next point as you can see on the screen, that is Microsoft Access 2013. In this, I will discuss you all about Microsoft Access, objects in Access, starting Access, creating a database and components of the Access window. In the previous video, I have already explained you all about database, DBMS and advantages of a database in detail. Now let's start the new point, Microsoft Access 2013. Microsoft Access is a powerful and easy to use relational database management system. In fact, an RDBMS enables us to store large amounts of data systematically and supports efficient retrieval from the database. A relational DBMS uses multiple tables and creates relationships between these tables. It also facilitates us to retrieve the data of our choice as and when required. Microsoft Access is the most popular RDBMS that comes as a part of the Microsoft Office suite, which is developed by Microsoft Corporation. Access provides a GUI, that is graphical user interface, for managing data. Means Microsoft Office, which is developed Microsoft Access. In this software, we can access the database, we can use the database, we can access the data in the database, we can manage the data, create the database, update the data in a database in a user friendly manner, because it provides a graphical user interface. Its interface is designed in such a way so that it is very easy to use in a user friendly manner. The databases created in Access 2030 are saved with extension .accdb. The extension name of a file represents the nature of that particular file. Just take an example, as Microsoft Word file is saved with .docx extension. PowerPoint file is saved with .pptx extension. Image is saved with .jpeg, .png. Similarly, if we create a database in Microsoft Access, the file database file created in Access 2013 are saved with the extension .accdb. Microsoft Access not only provides us the facility to fetch the information from the database, but also provides a couple of other utilities, like ability to present the information in the form of a report or an interface to capture data from the user in a very user friendly manner. Using the tools and facilities to design, we can create some very powerful and useful applications. These applications in turn could provide efficient use in our office or home. Microsoft Access application provides a set of objects. Databases in Access 2013 are composed of four main objects. These are the prime objects of a database in Access. These are tables, queries, forms, and reports. These objects allow us to enter, store, analyze, and compile the data. Now I'll discuss all the main objects all the prime objects of a database that can be created in Microsoft Access one by one. First one is tables. Table represents the data in the form of grid which comprises rows and columns. Tables are used to store data in the forms of rows and columns. A table is the main object type used in Access because all the data operations are performed only with the tables. In a database, a table is also referred to as a relation. Next one is queries. A query is used to filter and perform calculations with our data and summarize our data. It provides an interface to retrieve and process the data. In general, a query is used to obtain a subset of data from a table. A query can use either one table or multiple tables as per requirements based on specific condition. Next one object of MS Access database is forms. A form is a database object that we can use to create a user interface for a database application. Forms provides a user interface that lets the users enter and change the data in the tables. If we have created a table and if you want to enter the data into the table using any particular interface, for this we can create a form as a user interface through which we can access the data, store the data into the table without opening the table by connecting the table with the particular interface, that is form. It provides a medium of entering, editing and viewing the information in the tables. Next one object is, as you can see on the screen, that is reports. If forms are for input, then reports are for outputs. A report is useful in presenting data arranged in a professional format. In general, a report is generated in the form of a printed copy of the data. A report consists of information that is fetched either from tables or queries that are stored with the report design, such as labels, headings, graphics. So we can say reports are used to display the data stored in database tables in a professional format for printing purposes. You can also understand this point from this picture. We can also say the table as a main object or prime object of database which is created in Access, Microsoft Access. How the table can be called as a prime object? Understand this point. If we have to create form, there must be already created a table through which we can connect this one form with the table. If we have to access the data using the form, there must be a table already created. If we have to enter any data through the form, there must be a table where the data is to be stored. If we have to create any report, then there must be a table in which there must be data stored. Using this data, report can be created. And for making queries also, there must be a table created already from which data can be accessed for making queries. So for all these three objects, forms, reports and queries, tables must be already created. So we can say table is the main or prime object of a Microsoft Access database. Now I'm going to explain the next point, as you can see on the screen, that is starting Access. I already discussed you all about Access. Access means Microsoft Access, a database management system software which is used to access the data, which is used to create the database and access, manage, retrieve, and do many more activities related to database. For starting the access, before starting it, we must ensure that there must be Microsoft Access software installed in our computer system. Then go to search box, and in the search box type Microsoft Access 2013. We can also type only Access 2013. As we type this, you will get a list in which click on Access 2013. As we click on this option, the Microsoft Access startup window opens up, as you can see on the screen. In this screen, you can see there are two options, there are two buttons for creating a database table. Now the next point is creating a database. In this, I will explain you about creating a database. For creating the database, as we open the database software Microsoft Access, we get the screen as you can see in this picture. In this, click on the first icon, that is blank desktop database. As we click on this option, a new window named blank desktop database appear on the screen. In this, we have to type a name for the database that we want to create. Here we can type the file name in file name text box. Then we can also choose the location where the file will be saved by clicking on browse button. Thereafter, click on create button. As you can see in this picture, in step 4, as we click on this button, create button, our database will be created. This one is the created database. Now we can enter the data, or we can also create another database or table in this database file. This one is the figure of a new database with a blank table. Next one point is components of the Access window. As we create the database and we get the window, before doing different activities in database, we must understand about the different components of the database so that we can use it frequently. You can see on the screen, this is the MS Access window. In this, all the components are indicated using arrows. First of all, on the top you can see the title bar. Top left corner has a quick access toolbar. Then you can see ribbon, objects tab, work area, navigation pane, navigation buttons, and view buttons. Now I will discuss all these components one by one in detail. First of all, understand about title bar. The title bar appears on the top of the window and displays the name of the document on which we are currently working. It displays the name of the database. Second one option is, as you can see, that is quick access toolbar, that is situated on the left corner, top left corner. The quick access toolbar is present on the top left corner of MS Access window. It has buttons for commands that are used frequently. It displays quick access buttons such as save, undo, redo, etc. By default, these buttons are present on this quick access toolbar. Save button is used to save our work. Undo button is used to undo the previous action. Redo button is used to redo the action that was undone. We can also customize this toolbar. This quick access toolbar can be customized by us by adding more buttons, and also we can minimize the buttons in this quick access toolbar by clicking on the arrow next to the Reto button in this quick access toolbar. Now the next one component is, as you can see, ribbon. Ribbon displays groups of related commands in tabs. Each tab offered a shortcut button to common task. It contains multiple tabs, each with several groups of commands. Some tabs appear only when we work with certain objects such as forms. These tabs are called contextual tabs. Tabs contain buttons and other controls required for working with data. And whereas groups organize controls into sections within tabs. Now the next one component is, as you can see, that is on the left side of the screen, navigation pane. Understand this point, what is navigation pane? You can also see the picture on the window in this screen. This one is the navigation pane, as you can see. The navigation pane displays the name of all the objects in the database. The navigation pane enables you to view and manage database objects such as tables, queries, reports, and forms. The objects are grouped on the basis of their types. We can double click on an object name in the navigation pane to open it. We can right click on an object in the navigation pane to perform various operations such as renaming and deleting an object. We can also use F1 key. F1 function key can be used from the keyboard to display or hide the navigation pane. Now the next one is navigation buttons. As you can see on the screen, next one component of the Microsoft Access window is navigation buttons. The navigation buttons displays the current record number in an object, for example table, name of the table on which we are working. It has buttons to move back and forth between various records. We can navigate in the table. We can move the command from first record to last record, first column to last column. We can go move the command to upward or backward using these navigation buttons. Now the next one component is, as you can see on the screen, that is object tabs. In this picture you can also see database object tabs. These object tabs are the objects that we have opened in a database appear in a tabbed form. When we click on an object tab, the contents of that object are displayed in the work area. Then we can click on cross button on the right end of the bar to close the object displayed in the current tab. And the last component that is described, as you can see on the screen, is status bar. The status bar appears at the bottom of the window. You can also see in the component of Microsoft Access window. See in this picture, the status bar is just situated below, besides the view button. As you can see in this picture, the status bar appears at the bottom of the window. The view button that are present on the right side of the status bar. Usually two common buttons that are present here. These are datasheet view and design view. This status bar displays information about current object or view. Thanks for watching this video.